Yeah, so I'm showing we've got the bullet point here, 75%. So just as you look at the pie chart, that's 64% who said, I'm aware and I've taken steps around my personal data, and another 11% says, yeah, I'm aware, but I haven't taken any steps around my personal data and giving either explicit consent not to use it or explicit consent to use it. We've got three-quarters of the people indicating that, there's a fairly high awareness here among consumers, and I think that's an important step forward in terms of an understanding that consumers are most consumers are pretty savvy about this. Your earlier results showed that many still felt helpless in the face of it. But let's look at those of that 64% who said, yeah, I'm aware, I've taken steps. What steps did they take? Well, here's the top three. I adjusted my privacy settings, just, right there. I've limited some things that I feel are appropriate or not appropriate based on, my comfort level that I'll share. I've opted out of some of my personal data being saved. And then some, about a quarter, have said, no, I actually use, which suggests that many, at least a quarter, are saying, like, I don't trust that even if I do the first two things, that it will always be effective. So I actually use some software tools to block the tracking, like browser extensions or what have you, to just say, no, for certain uses or intended or not, I'm just very careful. And I think that's interesting. Again, a fairly savvy, most consumers, US and Europe, getting more and more savvy about this. Many people saying, no, now they're taking steps, and these are the three top steps
Mhm.
that they take.
Actually, I was surprised to see it greater than 50%. I'll be honest with you. When I saw this, I was like, oh, okay. They're starting to have a greater understanding of some of these browsers and tools that are out there. I still think there's, you know, a group of folks, probably my age or a little bit older. And when you say cookies, they kind of look at you like cookies, chocolate chip. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, as we once heard a long time ago, right? When we used to mention these words early on, people had no idea. There's still a number of folks that they've certainly have heard of it. If you asked them to explain what it is, they couldn't. They just know that they need to click in order to get to the next screen, right? I mean, that's unfortunately the reality.